Why is Nigeria called Nigeria? The name rolls off the tongue, but its origins are far from obvious. Have you ever wondered what stories lie behind the names of countries, and how those names shape the way we see them? Is it connected to Niger? The two countries share a border and a river, but their names, while similar, have distinct stories. Who named it, and what does the name mean? Was it chosen by the people who lived there, or was it imposed from outside? Today, we uncover the real story behind Nigeria's name, a tale of a mighty river, colonial ambition, and a British journalist. It's a story that reveals how geography and power can shape a nation's identity. The name of a country is more than a label. It's a window into its history and identity. Names carry meaning, memory, and sometimes controversy. For Nigeria, the story starts with the Niger River, a lifeline for centuries and the inspiration for two nations' names. This river has witnessed empires rise and fall, and its waters have connected countless communities. In the late 1800s, as the British Empire expanded in West Africa, they needed a unifying name for their new territory. The region was home to many peoples and cultures, but the British sought a single identity. Instead of choosing a local name, they invented one, Nigeria, based on geography, not ethnicity or history. The name was meant to simplify, but it also erased centuries of local heritage. We'll meet the woman who coined the term and see how her idea became a symbol of national identity. Her pen shaped the destiny of millions. The story of Nigeria's name is the story of its creation, a modern state forged from many cultures, united under one name. Today, that name represents the hopes, dreams, and diversity of over 200 million people. Let's journey back to discover how a single suggestion shaped the identity of Africa's most populous country. The answer is more fascinating than you might expect. The answer lies in the river that runs through its heart, and in the choices made by those who sought to define a nation. Before we dive in, welcome to Sisep Erpandi, the channel where we reveal the hidden stories behind country names. Every nation's name holds a secret, a clue to its past, its people, or its geography. Here, we unlock those stories, making history and geography exciting for everyone. From Peru to the Philippines, we ask, why is it called that? The name Nigeria is a perfect example of the mysteries we love to solve. Join our community of curious explorers as we unravel the threads connecting rivers, journalists, and the birth of nations. By the end, you'll know why Nigeria is called Nigeria and why names matter. Let's begin our investigation into this giant of Africa. To truly understand where Nigeria gets its name, we must first locate it on the map and see how its geography shapes its identity. Nigeria sits prominently on Africa's west coast, hugging the Gulf of Guinea with a long stretch of shoreline that has connected it to the wider world for centuries. It shares borders with Benin, Niger, Chad, and Cameroon, making it a crossroads of cultures, languages, and bustling trade routes that have shaped its history. Nigeria's landscape is incredibly diverse, lush rainforests and winding swamps in the south, and vast open savannas stretching across the north, each region with its own unique character. But one natural feature stands out above all, the mighty Niger River, which has shaped the land and the people for generations. Flowing from the highlands of Guinea, arcing gracefully through Nigeria, and finally emptying into the Gulf, the river splits the country into three major regions, influencing settlement and culture. The Niger Delta, a vast and intricate network of waterways, is the heart of Nigeria's geography and a powerhouse for its economy, rich in resources and life. The river's presence has shaped the country's history, culture, and politics, giving rise to vibrant communities and traditions along its banks. When Europeans arrived centuries ago, The Niger was their main route inland, opening up new chapters in Nigeria's story. To understand the name Nigeria, we must appreciate the central role of the Niger River, which has always been at the heart of the nation's identity. The Niger River is truly the nation's backbone, and its namesake, flowing through the story of Nigeria itself. Nigeria and Niger both owe their names to the Niger River. The river defines their landscapes and sustains life along its banks. For the Republic of Niger, the river is a lifeline in an arid land. In Nigeria, it creates the fertile delta and unites a diverse territory. The name Nigeria means the area around the Niger. European colonizers often used rivers to name and define territories. The origin of Niger is debated. Some say it's from Latin for black. Others trace it to a Tuareg phrase meaning river of rivers. Regardless, the river became the reference point for British administrators. Naming the colony after the river created a neutral, inclusive label for a land of many peoples. The name Nigeria was invented by Flora Shaw, a British journalist for The Times. At the end of the 19th century, she was one of the few women writing about colonial affairs, and her words carried significant influence in British circles. In 1897, she argued that Royal Niger Company territories was too long and cumbersome for everyday use. Seeking a more practical and memorable name, she proposed a simpler alternative, Nigeria. Her logic was straightforward. Name the territory after its defining river, the Niger, and add the Latin suffix "ea" to mean land of. This created a name that was both descriptive and easy to pronounce. Shaw's suggestion quickly caught on among British officials, who were eager for a name that reflected the geography and unity of the region. She later married Lord Frederick Lagarde, a prominent colonial administrator, who would become the first Governor-General of unified Nigeria, further cementing her influence on the country's history. Lagarde's unification of the northern and southern protectorates in 1914 made Nigeria the official name, marking a new chapter in the region's story. A journalist's idea, first published in a newspaper, became the name of Africa's future most populous nation, a testament to the power of words and the press. The name was not tied to any single ethnic group, but to the land itself, encompassing the vast diversity of peoples and cultures within its borders. It was a practical, unifying choice for a diverse colony, aiming to bring together many communities under one identity. The story of Nigeria's name is a reminder of how history can turn a simple suggestion into a powerful national identity, shaping the destiny of millions. And it all started with a river, a pen, and the vision of a writer who saw the potential for unity in a single word. The construction of Nigeria is simple. Niger, the river, plus Ie, meaning land of. This naming pattern was common in the colonial era. Think Australia, India, or Romania. The British chose a neutral geographic name, not tied to any local group. It was easy to say, easy to write, and clearly linked to the Niger River. The name replaced older titles like Niger Coast Protectorate and Royal Niger Company Territories. It was an act of administrative consolidation, giving a single name to a vast, diverse region. The simplicity of Nigeria was its strength, a unifying label for a new colonial entity. The name was created in London, but it would soon belong to millions. Geography, not ethnicity, defined the new nation's name. The British needed a name that could unite hundreds of ethnic groups under one administration. Naming the colony after a single group would have caused division. Nigeria was a neutral geographic term, an umbrella for all. Colonial borders ignored existing cultures, But the shared experience of living in Nigeria began to forge a new identity. Over time, the name became more than a colonial label. It became the foundation for a future nation. A name imposed from above slowly turned into a symbol of unity. In 1914, the British unified their protectorates into the Colony and Protectorate of Nigeria. For decades, the name was linked to colonial rule. But as Nigerian nationalists fought for independence, they transformed the name into a symbol of liberation. When independence came in 1960, leaders chose to keep the name Nigeria. It was already known worldwide and had become a shared identity. Unlike some countries that changed their colonial names, Nigerians embraced theirs. The name Nigeria became the proud title of a sovereign state. It represented hope, forging unity from diversity. A journalist's invention was now the name of a nation. Today, Nigeria is Africa's most populous country, home to over 250 ethnic groups. The three largest are Hausa Fulani, Yoruba, and Igbo, but hundreds more contribute to its rich culture. The name Nigeria isn't tied to any one group. It's a neutral geographic identity. It reminds citizens that their unity comes from the land they share, especially the Great River. The story of Nigeria's name reflects its journey, from colonial invention to national symbol. It's a legacy of geography, history, and the power of a simple idea. Over time, Nigerians have made the name their own. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and tell us which country name you want to explore next.